Welcome back. If you have forgotten, the marvelous fishing excursion is still going on. Marshall Mallows is the theme. There's a bunch of stuff with it that you might like. This is Ren. I am making this dumpster fires of the atomic shop probably for the last time at this location. I will be gone for a bit. Not sure exactly how long. Not sure exactly if I'll be able to get back into doing this or not once things are settled. Um, I'll see what I can do though. It's a pleasure and an honor to have done this for as long as I have, for even the small audience that I have. Let's take a look at the Atomic Shop. So, we have a bunch of new stuff today in the Raider Outpost bundle, and they are effectively reskins or modified skins. The one that I really like the best, and the thing that you probably should buy if you can, is this Halloween Paint Cremator skin. It is just an awesome skin for the Cremator. And the Cremator is one of those weapons that is highly overlooked. But let's take a quick look at the Outpost bundle and see what all's in here. So we have a Mirelurk Broil, which looks like... Well, it looks like this right here is probably it. It looks like they took a cooking spit, combined the assets from a couple different things, because I'm pretty sure that's the cauldron from the Halloween set, or possibly the Super Mutant set, combined with a rebarb built cooking station that I'm fairly certain that's your Mirelurk Broil. This is your pile of skulls back here. You can see the cages floating around in it. It's actually the other picture of it that they have out is probably a better picture. I'll show it to you in just a minute. This is your Raider shooting target. And see, it's a skull with a thing of dynamite in it. And again, it's made out of rebarb. You've got the punching bag, the Raider version of the speed bag, which I'm guessing will probably give you the same buffs as a standard speed bag. But you can see it's got the skull and it's got the rebarb and stuff worked into it to make it more Raider themed. Because rebarb apparently is how we define Raider themed in this game, and skulls. Yeah. Then we have the Raider weapons workbench, which is a nice weapons workbench. I like the addition of the, again, skulls, a little bit of netting and fence pieces. Not that, I mean, it's not totally creatively bankrupt, but it's also not really creative that much either. You get the Marauder suffix. I'm sure Mr. Church will love the fact that you only get really 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items and a suffix card. So you're basically paying about 300 atoms per item. Where out here, if you look at it, you're paying 500 atoms per item as individual, except for the uh, shooting target. And as I said before, the Raider skull pile is actually quite a bit bigger if you look at this picture here. So I'm guessing a good chunk of this is what's used to merge it into the ground to make it look like it belongs there. And it is a dog dig pile, meaning if you have a dog out in your camp, they should dig at it periodically. So yeah, kind of cool, I guess. The Corvega set, which I didn't cover because I didn't do one last week, um, you have this really nice building which has double doors, but the double doors are built kind of stupid because the double doors actually open, one will open in and one will open out, um, which kind of makes sense in a Fallout world because Fallout's kind of retarded in that regard. Or at least the designers seem to be mentally deficient in some fashion. But I'm not going to say anything bad about them. That's just, you know, diversity and inclusion hires. Just kidding. Sort of. Not really. I really think it's kind of a prick thing to do this. Because, I mean, this is actually a really awesome build. The cool thing about it, if you look about it, you see where the light is right here in this picture? That's a garage door. Okay? It does not open individually. Like, you can't open the garage door. It could have been a permanently built garage door item. The Corvega sign has its own lights. There's like two little can lights that light up the Corvega sign for you whenever you have power on the structure. The inside of the actual, I don't think they have a picture of it. Let's see. No, they don't. Inside of the showroom is a wooden paneling, and the wooden paneling is actually damaged in one corner, so it doesn't perfectly repeat all the way around. It's actually designed to look very good. The only issue is the damn doors. It really is. Um, you have a lovely room up top, which has all this glass on it. The other thing that I wish you could do is I kind of wish they would have made the Corvega sign itself, that sign across the top, be totally optional. Like where you don't have to have it. You could just pick it up and move it off as a separate piece versus having it permanently affixed to the building, because you could do so much with this building. You could make it a bookstore or a library or any number of 100 things. But because it's got the Corvega signage permanently affixed to it, it makes it harder to use. And this set here that they released, this one right here, you get the Corvega building, which is right here. You get the Corvega wall poster set, which is this right here, which essentially is just the Hot Rodder magazine covers from Fallout 4. You get the saleswoman and salesmen suffixes. You get the Cherry Bomb Ride, which is just like all the other golf cart things. I mean, it's just a variant. It's not a big deal. You get the actual Corvega Runner rug, which is this right here. And then you get probably the coolest thing in the set that's not that is the auto vending machine. I mean, I love a good vending machine, and this is one of the better themed ones out there. But, oh, the Hills Are Alive shooting thing, the fireworks launcher are also available. There are several things that will be available that I do not have access to show you because either I own the kit that they're already part of, or for some reason it just doesn't show the things once you own them for some reason. There is a way to turn that off in the actual camp thing, so you can turn it off to where you can see items like in the actual camp section, but I haven't been able to get it to work in this section for some reason, or at least not on my machine and not with this build that I'm running. And I am not, by the way, using any mods in this game other than the camera mod that I use for flying my free cam out like a drone. But that's it, and that's just a preference INI file. So anyway, so the Wasteland Night paint job is in here. It's in here for 6 days. If you don't have it, it's actually kind of cool. The park swimsuit, the army issue paint, the responders build kit, the abandoned mine, the floor walker backpack bundle, and of course the Summer Thunder bundle is in here, which I still didn't buy, which I probably should, but the only thing that's in here that I don't already own is the track house, because I already have the cigarette machine. I already have the Outlook outfit and the hood. or lookout outfit and the hood, and I already have the weather machine. So this is the only thing that I don't own in this bundle. So it's not a big priority for me to buy it. I mean, it should be. It's like, you can see the price difference here. There's like 700 atoms, $7, $4.24. It makes sense to buy it. The farmer's market bundle set, as you can tell, is not here. I would recommend buying it. It comes with these tiles. It comes with the farmer's market baskets. It comes with the signs. It comes with some other little odds and ends and booths. Some really nice stuff. The free curtain is here. If you want the PVC curtain, I would recommend getting it. If you're in Fallout First, we have an extra farmer's market stand. We have the frame down here as well. And here's a better look at it. But like, there's like two or three other stands like this in the farmer's market kit. Or similar. But my biggest complaint is, and this is going to sound stupid, but whenever I would have thought of designing these things, what I think would have been cool is, especially for this one, because it's kind of a vendor, right? It's a vendor. Combine a display with a vendor so that not everything is displayed, but like at least one item out of each category of things that you have in it is. Like, for instance, if you have the drugs, you have a drug item that's there. If you have weapons, you have a weapon item that's there. If it's got bullets, you have a bullet item that's there, or an ammunition type. You understand what I mean? Miscellaneous, so on and so on. Just give it one slot from each item set that you put in there so that it looks like it's got stuff that you're actually selling in it versus a bunch of crap that you may or may not have in there anyway. I think it would look a lot cooler. I think it would be cool to have displays that are things like this that you could just set up that are just displays in your camp, that display things that have locked positions that whenever you place things it goes into those positions and it just looks cool. But again, I'm just a dude reviewing crap on the internet, and I don't actually get to tell them what to build. Now, the thing that I always recommend is go through the bundle section, see if there's anything in here that you haven't bought or that you have most of, like this one here, that you can just go through and buy one item and get the whole bundle. Check and see what's in there. There might be something that you missed that you really want that's in there. There might, if you're a member of Fallout First, always go through this section because there may be something that's free that they're not advertising. Or they might have something on sale that you really wanted that's been in the Atomic Shop for a long time that you haven't seen. You know, just due diligence kind of stuff. So right now we have both of the scoreboard seasons working currently. As you can tell, I have 5 tickets left. The Gone Fission set is the standard scoreboard. It's got all the stuff that you might want in it. There's some stuff that I probably should buy, but I'll be honest, I don't really give enough of a shit about having to go back in and work up a few more levels to get these. That being said, since they use tickets the same as this one over here, if you haven't unlocked all of the Gone Fission stuff, and there's something in here that you want, or something in here that you really don't care about getting, you can go through and do the fishing things for the Marshall Mallow thing. They have their own set of challenges, which I guess I will jump into game, and I should probably go ahead and accept those friend requests. Just to get them cleared up. So I'm going to hop into game real quick. And we will take a look at... And we'll hop into a private just to make it a little bit more likely that if there's something weird that we need to get, we can get it easy. And what we'll do is we'll take a look at the dailies, we'll take a look at the weeklies, and we'll take a look at the special event, because it's the second week of it. and see what we can find. So, I really do like the new intro, and I haven't had that big of a problem with it lately. But, it is kind of funny, though, that it is what it is, so to speak.
Haven't heard from you in a while. That Brahmin still got 2 heads?
Approach and identify yourself. Law-abiding citizens will not be harmed.
Go ahead and deal with this real quick.
Violence will not be tolerated.
Well, that went over real quick. Let's go ahead and, this didn't work. Oh, they were behind it, so they couldn't actually fire. Alright. Makes sense, I guess. So, as I was saying, we're going to go ahead and check. What an introduction. This is my camp at Flatwoods, by the way. It has, this is my market area over here and my drug den. This is my, few production items. There's a house right here. Another house that's basically been converted over into a workshop.
Never give up.
Another little,
Just
like,
keep doing it. You'll make it through.
one bedroom that was built afterwards. We've got the defensive wall down here to keep bad things out, and defenses up there to keep bad things out. And it's themed around the idea that this is kind of, you know, meant to be here. And we have a generator room. I built this mainly in this area so that when new players came in that they'd get to see something that was cool, that was built by a player that didn't look like a freaking warehouse or a single standing piece of shit out in the middle of nowhere. But that's neither here nor there. And that's where we are on the map. Let's go over here. We'll check the challenges, as I said before. Craft any 2 chems. Of course, the complete 6. Complete an event. Consume any 2 chems. Drink 2 Nuka oranges. Kill a glowing creature. Kill 10 mutated enemies, because apparently it's a mutation weekend. And pick a lock times 1. Weeklies. You can catch 21 fish. You can complete a mutated event times 3, craft bulk wood times 3, destroy assaultrons times 5, eat meat-based meals times 25, kill 30 mirelurks, kill 30 mutated events, creatures, scrap junk to produce rubber times 30, scrap junk to produce spruce times 15. So not that big a deal. Now, the Gone Fission events. This one is different. See, the others pay you out in rank points that you use to climb up the scoreboard.
Ferals don't get you.
While
Rads will.
the special events like the Gone Fishing events literally pays you out in tickets. So you can catch fish in the ash heap for 20 tickets. You can catch fish in the Savage Divide for 20 tickets. You can catch fish in Skyline Valley for, again, 20 tickets. You can catch fish in the Toxic Valley for, again, 20 tickets. You can catch fish
Huh.
while intoxicated
Some new
for
clothes.
20
Real
tickets.
muddy.
You can complete all region fishing challenges for 60 tickets. You can kill gulpers in the Marshall Mallow hat. They want you to kill 20 of them. So I'm guessing the mutated events are going to include the moonshine event. And kill Mirelurk Queen ×3 while wearing the fishing hat. Now, where do you get the fishing hat?
I was
Go up
going
here for a second.
to retire to a cabin in the woods. We're pretty close.
Go up here, take that, walk away. See, everything is damaged. They've got the little fire icon now because these things are damaged. Trailer's been damaged. Everything's been damaged in some fashion, which is cool. But anyway, I'll show you where to do a couple of these things real quick. So you want to make some chems, just go to your crafting bench, pull it up, open it up. I usually go to healing because it's easy, and I'll make, if I've got tick blood, I'll just make the blood packs. Right? Not a big deal. If I have the food on me, I will go ahead and eat as much of that as possible in one sitting, just to get it out of my inventory right now because I am overweight anyway, so I might as well just burn it. And get it all over with. Especially stuff that's going to go bad, because there's no point in keeping it around anyway. And since I'm not really going for PvP, there's no point in keeping certain items around me anyway for a very lengthy amount of time. The good part about this location on the map is you have a large quantity of steak available to you if you want to go that route. There's all those Brahmins farm right down there. You also have the possum bacon and a few other things, but you know, nothing too extreme. You've got Nuka-Cola oranges. I just need 2 of those. And as you can tell, I am way overweight on most of the stuff that I'm carrying. So I'm going to go up here and double check.
That hard to
grab that as
by.
we go.
Try your best.
Might as well grab that too. I will deposit all of the extra ammo that I have that I'm not currently using. Come up to one of the workbenches, go over, look and see what I haven't gotten rid of that I need to. Just because I'm always carrying something apparently stupid, like tons of these dresses that really have no reason being in my inventory. And another thing to do if you're really overweight is come back here, double check your cards, make sure all of your cards are properly applied, because sometimes they don't always get applied in one sitting. Get rid of anything that you don't need, anything that you have doubles of that you're just not going to worry about. Me personally, I don't want to play a ghoul character, but it's always nice to have that option. So and there are certain cards that I have extras of, which I don't really know why, to be honest. you know, you just kind of always wind up with extra things floating around in your inventory. Especially if you're not careful and you're not paying that much attention. And your inventory always looks like it's a dumpster fire, if you're me, that's for sure.
Poor
Okay,
kid.
so I need to go ahead and
again,
get rid
maybe
of
it's
some of
just better
these
this way.
radiation. And the way that I usually do that is with a Nuka-Cola Grate. Buy one, take it, takes care of the radiation. It also doesn't affect your perks, or other stuff. Let's see now, how many, it says craft 3 bulks of wood, scrap rubber, and something to produce screws. I don't think I have anything to produce screws up here off the top of my head, but let's just double check the junk section, because every once in a while I surprise myself and I wind up with a few items sitting around in my inventory that I, well, didn't really mean to leave sitting around in my inventory. But sometimes they just naturally fall in there though. So let's see now, anything like these, I can get rid of all these. There's no reason to have those. You can find them pretty much anywhere, and I'll be honest with you, I don't really care that I have a plastic knife. And there's no reason to really have those either, except to break them down, because, like, what do you need them for now? You can get rid of all the board games that you have, basically. And not be doing anything too bad about your gear. Let's see, it said rubber, I need 30, so I'm going to need, I'll take 4 just to be on the safe side. I need to make 3 of these. Then I'll go back over here. I'll get rid of those. Then I will double check.
I should write
here.
about her sometime.
See if I've got everything that I need. It wants me to consume 2 chems. Let's show you where to. So this is the Black Mountain Ordnance Workshop. I'm going to show you, this is where I normally go to get a couple things done relatively quickly, and I'll explain why once we get there. It's on the western side of the map. Most people forget that it's there because the only time most people ever come here is when they are looking for the Nuka-Cola Power Armor skin, or they are looking for the guy from the Alien event. So most people conveniently forget this place exists. So I always pick up the fuel tank, I come over here. Sometimes this case right here is locked, but it's not today. There's aluminum right here in the wind chimes. You open the door, you come around this corner right here. This case is locked. Auto pick does work on it. From there, you come this way, grabbing the pre-war money, checking this case back here. Remember, I'm still looking for screws, or items to break down to get screws out of. So here's another locked container and a computer that can be hacked. This will open this, or you can just hack this, and if you need to do that, you can do that as well. So yeah, there's a lot of little odds and ends that you can pull out of this one location for dailies. So let's just double check. Still need to consume 2 chems. Still need to get some screws. So we're going to go to the next location on the list. Just as soon as I throw this down, offload some crap in it that I just picked up, because my weight on this character is very tight, as you can tell. So I'm going to show you where to get screws easy. You can go here, Tyler County Fairgrounds. It is right by the workshop that is up here, which is this one right here, the Tyler County Dirt Track. Now, in this location here at the Tyler County Fairgrounds, there are usually a lot of screws. So we're going to go take a quick peek. And the reason why there are a lot of screws here is because of this back here. In this building right here, you see toy cars. Toy cars always have screws associated with their wheels, basically. Okay. Okay, the other thing I want to tell you is the mods that are currently on this flamer are still available in-game as of right now. The flamer that I'm using is a vampire's see the range? I kind of wish I had another camera filming this from a different angle. Okay. But you can see the range that you're getting out of it, right? Okay, the way this works is with a normal flamer, you usually get about 3 to 5 feet of range out of it. This thing has the range that it has, all based off of the build order that you constructed in. And it has to do with the pulse capacitor and the true flame barrel. You need to build play with the order in which those two things are attached, and I want to say the true flame barrel goes down first, then the pulse capacitor, and then that increases the range of the weapon to the point where it is now on this particular model. So just keep that in mind. And it doesn't have to be a vampires. I just personally like vampire weapons, and they tend to do me the best service whenever I use them. Okay, that one's over there. So you can get the cars out of there. You can get teddy bears in here if you need those. You can also get the rubber aliens and the rubber spaceships. So you can come through here. Tyler County Fairground is awesome. You get another teddy bear here. You get this box. You can get a few pumpkins. You can get a Mr. Fuzzy. You can get some more drugs. If you come over here, these things have candy in them that can be used for the dailies and other things. A little bit more drugs, water, board game, plastic utensils and items. If you want the orange and black bowls, this is a good place to come get some. Just make sure you pay attention when you're breaking down stuff. Okay, next order of business. I'm going to come over here, throw out my tent, show you how many screws I got out of this one location, and show you where another set of them are that's right here near it. So I got 5 screws out of this location. Over here, throw up anything there, break down what I have on me. Now if you're using Scrapper, you'll get more stuff from those as well that I just broke down, but I don't personally care about that at the moment. Because the idea is to show you a couple different locations. You go to My Darling Sister's lab up here on top. Now it has floaters in it. The floaters are good for the floater related challenges that you have to go kill X number of floaters. Once you get up here, you'll notice these little shacks, right? You got the little floater spawn points all around. So come around, look around, see if there's any of them that are already spawned out. It's a good place to get a thing of Abraxo. It's a good thing. Come over here, you hop down. There's my buddy. He's dead. There's the other two. This thing's... Again, the reason why I'm using vampires is it reduces the amount of healing items that you have to carry. I, of course, am carrying way too many as it is, but it reduces the amount that is necessary to maintain your character. Didn't know if you noticed that, but that was like a glowing container and some other stuff. I'm horrible as a human being. Anyway, there's another toy truck in here, another toy car, some more wooden blocks, some other odds and ends. Not too bad a place to pick up a few little odds and ends and items if you need them. Go over here, double check. So you can get 2 canisters of the hallucinogen gas here, because the other one that I picked up in the other building. Some more burnt books. Salt and pepper. Believe it or not, I want this right here as an item that's placeable in game. That right there. I think the sewing machine is like one of the cooler items that we don't have yet. But if you want the bird decoration for your camp. Fuel tanks. This is basically a drug den. So there's chemistry benches, there's plenty of containers, things to loot, things to break down, toys to find. Go through, get some more screws out of this. Come along here. You look down here, that's the Ohio River. It's a really nice view. If you come over this way, there's this little valley, right? You can actually build your house in such a way that you can build yourself an actual basement if you build in this valley and build up on the sides properly. If you're a camp builder and you're looking for something new, challenging to do, that's one of those things. And there's this copper node right here that is always a good thing to use if you're using energy ammo. Or if you're a builder and you need to build lights, because copper is like going to be required for practically everything here in a little bit. Go ahead and throw everything in here. I will throw... I don't know if it'll let me put those in there or not. Yep, it did. Okay. Throw the 2 salts in there and the sugar. Offload this. Come back out here. Now, the next place to go to get more toys. We're going to go down here to the Silva Homestead. So why the Silva Homestead? I'll show you in just a second. Because the place that I want to go isn't actually on the map, is the reason behind it. The right across from the Silva Homestead, which typically has toys in it, as well as ghouls, you'll find this burnt out building over here and this boat launch dock. The dock has long since been overgrown, but there's a dock still there. But like the road that you would use to take your car down here, it's kind of iffy nowadays. Plus you've got all the rocks and all the tree limbs here, and you can tell this guy's truck didn't make it quite so well. There's an extra fishing rod here if you need one for fishing in general, and you've already gone through and done all the requirements to get that
It's just
unlocked.
about time to eat.
There's a teapot that sits right here. If you come in here, There's a dehydrator, a few containers, some oil. Over here is a rad poker set, another couple containers. You go upstairs here, see the dude playing with his toy car. Come up this way, you can grab some more ammunition for yourself. So that toy car in and of itself is not going to give you everything that you need. So your next location you're going to go from here is going to be just across the street. Because just across the street is the Silva Homestead.
Building this
It is
place
full
up is hard
of
work.
ghouls, typically. Make sure your ammo is charged up and ready to rock and roll. I don't like to use explosive weapons in here when I'm looking for items, because it typically throws things all over the place, and I don't need things thrown all over the place. I just need to be able to find my items. Now, I came up here because the ghouls beneath me are going to have to come up here to find me, or they're going to go outside and run around like idiots. But that's fine. But as you can see over here, you have a Giddy Up Buttercup that's complete, a couple more cars, another board game, some more rocket ships, a few other little odds and ends. Remember, things like lockets and pocket watches and those kind of things all do have screws in them typically as items in their items list. So when you come to a place like this, just go around and do a little bit of looting. Pick up a pocket watch, pick up a locket, pick up a cameo, pick up some bobby pins, and unlock a safe if you need a safe to unlock. Grab a few extra little odds and ends. Come back over here, grab a clock. Come back down here, drop down inside. Pick up this stuff, because you never know what they drop. Because you can actually kill ghouls and get a bunch of like really weird items that are just there. There's another car right here, by the way, and a few more blocks on the floor, which is one of the reasons why I don't like to make things explode in here too much when I'm actually looking for things. And because of the fish and the cannery stuff, you need lots of salt. Fuel's always a good thing, and so are extra glass pieces. I think our friend that was down here ran away and got killed by somebody else. Or they could be running around here waiting for us to come out. But either way, it doesn't really matter. It's just one ghoul. And one ghoul isn't going to kill most of us in one shot. But, well, isn't going to kill people that have, you know, any kind of stamina in one shot. So you come back over here, we take everything that we've picked up, we run it through this, and there's the rest of our screws. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Alright, so we still need to consume 2 chems, we need to kill 10 mutated things, which I'm not going to do. Catch some fish, do a few other little odds and ends. But I think this is where I'm going to go ahead and end this. So if you're doing the fishing event, the hat that's on my head is one of the things you get for free out of it. I would suggest going ahead and doing it just for that, even if you don't want any of the other stuff, because it's actually a really cool variant of the hat, of the fishing hat. Plus it's got the Marshall Mallow guy on top of it, so it's like a themed out piece. But other thing you need to know is, like I said, this is probably going to be the last episode of this, or anything that I put on this channel other than a few shorts or songs on occasion for a bit, because the songs I can upload from my phone, the shorts I will probably be uploading from my phone as well, and everything else will be kind of on a back burner, because I'll be moving in with my 80-year-old father, both to keep an eye on him and because I'm going through a divorce. I'm just letting you guys know that's what's going on. I've been slowly migrating out of my house for the last year, and I'm down to probably one more good trip, and it should be done, hopefully by Sunday. I have enjoyed talking to all of you. I've enjoyed challenging you with the challenges on my channel. I've enjoyed being in other Discords with you and talking about different things. And I have tried to be respectful of everybody's choices that they make. Not necessarily build choices, because fuck you, there's only one way to build a house. But I have tried to be respectful as far as personal life choices. Like, I don't care about anything remotely pertaining to your personal identity, and I have refrained from making those kind of attacks on people. I have said things that some things are retarded because it seems like some of the people are mentally diminished in some fashion that I deal with on occasion. But I have never gone out of my way to directly hurt or address somebody in a way that would make them feel bad about themselves or any of the things that I do. If I have done that indirectly, I apologize. And I apologize because your parents need to have kicked your ass a little more or taught you the difference between humor and abuse. Because I've never meant to hurt anyone. But, I get it. Some people are a little touchy and some people have lives that make them that way. All I'm going to say is make the person that you are, who you are, happy. If that makes any sense at all. Be happy with yourself is a better way of putting it, probably. I'm going to leave all this in, by the way. Be happy with yourself. Make friends that appreciate you for who you are. And be the best you that you can be. Because there's only one of you. And there ever only will be. So, anyway. I'm gonna go, and you guys have fun with this game as long as it lasts. And I'll try and come back when I can.